Hello guys, I am the Keg Man. Welcome back to Keg Man Plays, and of course, Motorsport Manager 2019. I always mess that up, don't I? Right. I'm the Keg Man. Welcome to Keg Man, not Keg Pan. Keg Man Plays and the Fire Fantasy 2019 Motorsport Manager modded playthrough, and we are starting Season 6. And as you can see, we have our beautiful, beautiful Aston Martin here, and it's beautiful, beautiful livery. It's a livery we've had before, not necessarily this colour. Decided to go white with two different shades of green. So we've got a British racing green in there, we've got a slightly brighter green in there. Some of the sponsors don't look right, unfortunately, like the Madonna's one. Obviously, the white on white doesn't really work. I did set the light sponsor and the dark sponsorship to both black. As you can see, all of the other sponsorships are floating beautifully, but there wasn't really much else I can do. Let's have a look at the car anyway. So tyre wear is 4-star, tyre heating is 4-star, fuel efficiency is 3 3/4 stars, and improvability is 3.5. Our suspension is the 3rd best on the grid. Our engine's the 7th. We are 17 hours away from a new engine. We're not too far away at all. I did put in a bid on the driver, decided to go against it because he was way too much money. What else have I said? I've asked for. I said we're going to finish 7th or above. Now we finished 9th last time round. Was it 9th? I can't remember. You know. Anyway, we finished above expectations. I'm saying we're going to go for 7th this time around. We've only got 2 parts we need to work on. There are no other spec parts we need to work on. We've got 28 million in the bank. We're not currently working on anything for headquarters. We may go ahead and develop something. Sponsorship-wise, we saw the sponsorship, didn't we, for the previous one, the Black and Tecker? Not amazing, but it would do. And of course, we've got after race ending in one race, £810,000. A race is it's going to be hard if we don't get a decent sponsorship. We only have 5-star sponsorship. Matteo Cairoli over here did lose his 100% because he is no longer the champion. Obviously, he was the champion, and that's what was working on marketability. So we are relying on him to get a few results in order to push our sponsorship up. And we're going to need him to do so. Sato on 90%, Cairoli on 80%. If we need to get these both up by 5% probably, in order to get to the required amount for the 5-star sponsors. And we want 5-star sponsors. 5-star sponsors bring in money. That being said, Black and Deck was a 3-star and it ended up being more money than the 4 stars. We do have that 5-star ending in 3. We've got this one ending in 1. We've got 2 5s here. It will take a little bit of time. Anyway, let's worry about the first race of the season. We do have a scout to look out. Gun rode in. No, thank you. We are going straight in to into Phoenix. First race of the season. Cairoli's not happy with his car. Why are you not happy, mate? It's because his car's so much better than yours. Yeah, the engines did not work out. If I do this, it's going to piss off one of them. Everything else is fairly even. I suppose we could go around and do that. He's then content. I'm more interested in making sure we want one fast car, but I don't want a pissed off Sato either. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened to the engines. I really don't know what happened to the engines, but there's not really much I can do about it. We've been working on the improvability for the suspension for now. We've been mostly pushing on performance, then reliability. We are going to be replacing engines ASAP. Suspension's going to come next after the engines are done. I want to get 2 or 3 tiers of engine sorted out, and then we'll go with that. Anyway, that is that. Let's get on to the first race of the season. It's not the normal Phoenix. It is a windy, long, whingy bastard of a Phoenix. So we'll have a look at that. I'm going to shut this door because my green screen is moving, and I'll be honest with you, it frustrates the hell. Windy as fuck out there. It's windy as fuck out there. We've got a bit of a storm coming, I'm afraid. There we go, lovely. We do have a bit of a storm coming, so it's going to be windy. I'll get the fan on instead. Why not? Right, so we're going to go with those 2. Bless her. Howard got divorced. Bless her. Right. I should have probably saved setups. I need to remember to save setups. It's going to save me some time in the future if I was to do that. So I want a little bit of, I think, oversteer, possibly, or understeer. Let's go understeer first. Let's get these corners back down to around about there. Let's take that just a bit closer and possibly shorter there. We're going to do the same as we did last time around. We're going to take softs. We did see improved results from using softs as opposed to ultra softs. By taking the extra durability, we found that we were doing better. So that's what we're going to go with now. We're not going to have to worry about qualifying. So having the faster tyres is not a big issue. So let's take the softs, not the super softs, and go with it. Let's take the practice. Now, obviously, the races are shorter. So practice is still the same amount of time. We've still got random grids. There's not really anything I can do there to change that. So yeah, it could be interesting. I don't know how long this race is going to be. I'm hoping for a 25-minute long episode. The reason I'm hoping for a 25-minute long episode is that, one, it's easier for me to edit, two, it takes less time to upload, and three, it's a bit more of a manageable chunk of your time. So obviously when people watch videos now, they don't necessarily want to be stuck here for 35-40 minutes watching a video. Most people come to YouTube for a 10-minute, 20-minute video at tops. So by reducing the amount of time there, and you know, we should be good. Okay, not the best, but the speed is bang on. Speed is bang on. Excellent on the speed. I'm assuming that we want to go a long way away, and I'm assuming we might go sort of to here as well. That's probably just a touch too much. And is it this way? No. Right, we'll try that. See what happens. Got a good, great grado for Kai Rowley, and that's a fantastic start. Now, obviously, we don't know where we're going to be starting. It could be a big fucking hard ask for us to be where we need to be. Because we could be starting in 21st and 22nd, you know. We could be a long way back. But hopefully that's not going to be the case. Hopefully we're going to have a decent start. I don't want to adjust the handling speed balance too much. It's just cornering. I think we need to go close to that edge. And possibly... I think we'll just leave it like that for now. We'll work it out. 90% is not a bad place to start. Let's go speed 12. We'll go attack, overtake, or attack, overtake. Bring in, attack, overtake, bring in. Over to Kai Rowley, who should be coming into the pit any moment now. There he is. Okay, great, excellent. So we went the wrong way on certain things, but we did get the excellent on speed. So we've not gained anything, but we have gained a little bit more in the way of knowledge. We know where we need to put things now. So, yeah, if we take this to there, drop the speed balance down to there. Handling, we need to bring in a swell. Probably... No, I reckon we might be able to get away with that. That's going to be way too much on handling. That's going to be way too much on the handling. Let's bring this there. Cornering, possibly a little bit further away. Possibly a little bit further away. We'll work that out there. Sato is now in. Me some good stuff. Good, excellent, excellent. That's close. That's close. It's just getting this this cornering sorted out. And it's going to fucking screw things, isn't it? Because I'm going to have to move this. And when you adjust this one, adjust everything else in the same way. So what can I do here? If I then go to there. I want to take that further away. If we go... there we are. There we are. Now, I might be way too far away for the good. It might be I need to come this way, but it's fine. We can work this. 95% is a good base. A very good base to start. Right, attack, overtake, speed 12. Bring in, attack, overtake, bring in. Now, back to Kai Rowley. So we're nearly done with this. We're nearly done with this. Then we'll let them run out and get their knowledge. And they're going to need some knowledge for this race. 100%. Great, great, excellent. Now, is that an improvement? I can't remember now. 96%. Do we want to take 96%? Well, I've got to send them out. I may as well just try to get that little extra percentage on. Possibly, you know, it's worth doing that. I'm just going to let him run now as well. So we're going to give him the extra laps worth of fuel. We're going to let him run for the remainder of the time. Sato is now in. Good, excellent, excellent. So we still need to work on that fucking good, don't we? 93%, so we went the wrong way on the cornering. Okay, so if we bring this cornering to there, and then we drop long and... Right, so that's going to be slight... Let's try that. Let's try it out. We'll let them run as well. Alright, so they're just going to go now. 95% I will take. 96% I will take. We're just going to let them get the knowledge now. The knowledge is going to be more important. I think Sato's engine is probably going to be the best. I think it's Kairole's engine that's upsetting the balance. I think if it weren't for Kairole's engine, we'd probably have the fastest engine on the grid. I think Sato is going to be the quickest out here. I think he's going to be the quickest out here by a long way. We do have level 2 for soft tyres and race trim. Whether or not we can gain all 3 levels is a different question. We've got a minute and a half to get around. One of them's just got over the line. Sato's just got over the line. And we do get it. Fantastic. That is good news. That is good news. That does mean that we're going to be going into the final part of this this session with an extra 15% performance for both the car and the tyres, which is beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Third fastest, okay, but they're on super softs. 6th fastest with a shit engine. I know it's practice. Right? I know it's practice, but it's worth noting that they were on super softs and we're not. They will also have to pit more than we will. So we're going to take these soft tyres and the race trim. Like us up here, soft tyres, race trim. Let's just double check the car setups. 99%. So tyre choice wise, we can give these a bit of a push. 29, 31, 40 laps to go is good. 24 laps too. So we should be able to do theoretically one stoppers on these. 35 to 37. Yeah, we're going to be doing one stoppers on these, and 98%. Not bad at all. We are going to burn through tyres, obviously. We're starting in 10th and 11th, which isn't too bad, actually. I mean, it gives us the opportunity to go forward. I did not give you the soft tyres, did I? There we go. Lovely. Race trim. There we go. Lovely. Let's start the race. So, yeah, 10th and 11th. Got a bit of work to do, but we would be up in the points to begin with, which isn't too bad at all. So we'll start this off on speed 4. Kairoli straight up into 9th. Sato drops down to 14th. Someone went wide there. It's a good start for Kairoli, having gained a few positions. He is battling for 9th place. Let's go to Kairoli. Now, he's got the shit engine, remember. Sato's got the good engine, but Kairoli's got the better suspension. So it could be an interesting mix. Sato drops down to 15th. Kairoli down to 11th. And we're struggling. We're struggling. Not brilliant. Book over there. Did we have him? I feel like we had him in our team and he's going to come back and bite me on the ass. I've certainly had him in teams in the past on different saves. I feel like he's going to bite me on the ass, you know. And not in a good way. And not in a good fashion. Sato down to 17th. Kairoli looking to regain 10th. Does it on the corner there. Beautifully, by the way. Sato drops down to 16th. Kairoli now pushing for 9th. We will be dropping back on these tyres around about now. Go to conserve and conserve. It's not a huge issue for us. We can push them a little bit more. I just don't want to be pushing them too much too early. We're going to go high on the fuel as well. High on the fuel. We're going to try and maintain Kairoli's position at least. Sato will be giving him about another push on the fuel. On the tyres in a minute. In fact, we're going to do it now. Both drivers attack and high, please. Kairoli slipping down the positions. He did get a bit of a boost there. Felt good about it, apparently. And let's get this up to speed 12. So I'm going to give him a bit more of a fuel boost too. Give him a chance. 18th and 11th currently, which isn't great. Tyres are overheated. Don't really care too much. He can do 35 laps on these tyres. As long as we get another 16 laps out of them, we're good. Like I say, we are planning to do a one-stopper. He's locked up. You are under investigation, of course, in a collision now as well. And he's probably going to... Right, he needs to pit. He needs to pit. He needs to pit now. 35 to 37. Not quite enough there. I'm not going to be able to push him, put it that way. Fixed apart. Okay, in this case, if we're doing that, let's take the faster tyres. Let's take the faster tyres. So I'm going to have to pit him anyway. Sato in 14th. Let's go speed 12. So yeah, Kairoli's going to be a long way back now, and he's going to struggle to get back into the race. Sato in 12th. The main thing at the moment is making sure we get the sponsorship, because we do need money to improve this car, desperately. There is a drive mistake. He's up in the 4th now, fighting for 10th. Kairoli is hanging way back. He's 41 seconds off the pace. He is 23 seconds behind Mappielli in 23rd. So there's a bit of work to be done there. Sato looking to overtake Van Voor. Gidi ran wide, that is fine. Kyroli set a personal best. Now, Sato, mate, I really desperately need you to get around that driver, mate, okay? Like, real quick too. Because I am tempted to bring him in. If I don't sort your tyre temperatures out, mate, I'm going to have to bring you in. You can't really do that many on these, can you? 11 to 13. What's the maximum we can put in? 24. So that'll be 21. So I need you to do another, like, 8 laps on these, at least. At least. So I don't really want to be doing you to, like, multiple stops like I am having for Kyroli now. Kyroli, I'm just going to let him push on these tyres. I know that I've got to do an extra lap, an extra pit with him, because we just don't have the fuel. Could have done it with the tyres, just not with the fuel. So Sato coming back on his tyres is going to be a thing for a little while. It does mean we're probably going to drop a position or two, but I do need him to sort out his tyre temperature. Go to conserve for now. Kyroli is slowly gaining. Only 18 seconds between him and Mappielli. We've gone from 41.8 to 39.6. He's setting the personal best times. We're well behind. You have vibrations there, and it's not a surprise. That's the other thing as well. There's going to be a few drivers about who are going to have to come in and have parts repaired, because it's the early doors of the season. That will happen. So yeah, it's a thing that could be a game changer. It could be a game changer for this race. Kyroli is catching up. Slowly but surely is catching up. I'm going to let him burn through these tyres for a bit more. I will drop to... Actually, I'm going to go high push as opposed to attack overtake. He's not attacking overtaking anyone. We may as well just let him go high push. I don't think that's going to affect the ability to keep up. Let's go neutral now on these tyres for Sato and speed up to speed 12. Just going to keep an eye on the tyre temperatures for him. 29 laps to go. As long as we can get another 5 laps out of each set of tyres, at least, then I won't have to worry too much. It's the fuel that I'm concerned about more than anything. The fuel is going to stop us from doing, what do you call it? One-stoppers for Sato. So let's go with that. When I say fuel, I'm most concerned about is the amount of fuel I can put in. So if I have to come in on the 25th lap, for example, that's no good to me, because I can only put 24 laps of fuel in, and I'm going to have to drag them back. So if we can get another lap or 2 out of these, I'd appreciate it. 25 laps remaining. So I'm going to have to pit him on this one. He's going to have to take those tyres. He's going to have to go full. And I'm going to have to hold him back on his fuel consumption a little bit, I'm afraid. Let's go medium there. A few drivers coming in. Kyroli is pushing still. That's fine. Worn tyres, again, doesn't matter too much. We're going to go to neutral on those. Pretty low there. Kyroli is about to catch up with the rest of the pack, but I'm going to have to bring him in. So 24 laps to go on those tyres, fuel options. Senna, can you do a bit more? No, you are going to have to pit. Right, there's 24 laps filled up. Park condition. Do we want to fix the engine just in case? No, I'm going to risk it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I think that's going to get fucked. We're going to do the risky fast. I think it's going to get knackered if I don't. Let's go to attack overtake for the last few seconds of this race. He's no longer in last place, but he's going to drop back again soon. More or less everyone around him is in the pit. Right. So, it is fuel that we need to be worried about. Tyres I need to be semi-concerned about. Sato's now in 23rd. He does have excess fuel, but I need him to make sure he has excess fuel. I don't think we're going to get anything out of this race. I won't lie. I think we're going to get anything out of it at all. There's not really much I can do here. We have played our hand. We're going to go neutral there. Yeah, we've played our hand when it comes to trying to get one stops. Kyroli messed things up for us. Probably could have got a few points out of it there. He's no longer last place, though, which is cool. I just don't know if we're going to be able to catch up with these guys. There's a lot of people in the pits, a lot of people getting repairs. Sato's up into 18th. He's got people around him. Let's go to Sato over here. He's on the tail of certain people. He is on the tail of certain people, but I just can't... I can't risk forcing him forward too much, you know? That's the issue I've got here. I can't risk pushing him too hard. It's up to 15th, which is a point, I guess. But yeah, I can't risk pushing him too hard because I'm very much on the cusp for him when it comes to tyres and fuel. For both, literally on the cusp. Right, let's go neutral now for Kyroli. So we've got 15 laps. We may as well give him a little bit of a push on the fuel. Not much, just a little burst. Give him that bit of a chunk. You know, what we got going here, 14 laps. Right, and then medium. So what was that? What was that? That was a yellow flag, wasn't it, by the looks of things? Right, down to 14th. Let's go medium again on these. Cairoli's a long way behind. I mean, Sato at least is near the rest of the pack. And I don't think he's going to have to pit. I think everyone else possibly may have to. How many laps can you do on these? So we've got 12 laps to go. You've got 17 and 19. I don't want to push those. I don't want to push those. You've got how much? 24 to 26. So you've got double. Yeah, we'll go ahead and tell you to catch up. You also got the excess fuel. I don't think it's going to be able to catch up 65 seconds or 25 seconds to get onto the sponsor objective, and another 2 seconds on top of that. So 27 seconds to catch up with everyone. Like I say, it could be a case of parts we might need fixing. So like park conditions here, you can see that we might need to fix both the suspension and the engine for Sato. I'm hoping that we're not going to have to, but other drivers may need to go in and fix theirs. Tyres are overheated. Okay, lovely. Well, let's go conserve, get those down again. I'll stick on Cairoli for the moment. Do we want to? Because Sato is currently battling for his 15th place. He's currently battling to hold on to 15th. And I don't know if he can do it. Because Ludwig is on faster tyres. And like I say, we don't really have much in the way of excess at all. We might be able to do a lap on high soon, which could give us a bit of an opportunity to do something. Tyre temperatures are working their way up, so let's go conserve real quick. And your tyre temperatures are not quite where they need to be. Let's go back up just for now. Sato is about to lose his positioning here because we went to that. Right, go high for a little bit. Or go attack, overtake, just to pull away, just for a moment, and then neutral high. Because we've got a little bit of the excess fuel, but just not too much of it. Let's go neutral for you, Sato. Sorry, Cairoli. We do have issues. Well, can we make fucking 7 laps worth? I think we can do 7 laps. I know it's normally 5 before they break, like completely. It's whether or not we can do 7 laps on these. We might be able to. We might be able to. I'm going to assume that we can. And I'm not going to pit him. I'm not going to pit him. He may just break down and fucking die. But we aren't going to pit him. We're going to let him run. It's not his engine that's the issue, is it? It's getting close to being the engine. It's the suspension. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. 6 laps to go. We still have the excess fuel. How much can you do on these tyres? 11 to 13. That's fine. I'm just going to leave you to run. You've got a bit more to work with. Let's go push you. You're going to be way too far behind, though, aren't you, Cairoli? So what's happening with... Like, we dropped down a position. Ludwig isn't having any issues with his car. Ledgar isn't having any issues. Tandy isn't having any issues. Kirchhofer isn't having any issues. It's literally just us who's having problems, which is a little bit frustrating, as we said. And there's a nice little spin out as well. Beautiful. Just make sure you finish above 18th, Sato, okay? I'm alright to take... I'm happy to take a shit race for the first race of the season. Well, I'm not, because we needed that fucking sponsorship, didn't we? Fuck. Okay, just finish 17th, mate. Cairoli, I needed a bit more out of you, buddy. I really did need a bit more out of you. Go conserve on your tyres. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, no, don't. You know what? Push. And push. You've not got much in the way of excess fuel, but I'm going to let you push for the last, what was it, 3 laps now? Nearly 3 laps. I mean, first place, Luke is so far... I knew I shouldn't have let him go. He's so far ahead. Oh, I've got to let him run. I've got to let him run. There's no way. He's going to fucking die on the last lap. There's no way I can do anything here. I'm not pitting him now. I'm not pitting him now. Tyres are overheated. It's fine. Excess fuel, fine. Yeah, I'm not bringing these guys in now. No fucking chance. 2 laps to go. No fucking chance. Right. Let's go to... We've got 2 laps remaining. Let's go conserve. Let's go medium. Let's go medium. I'm going to have to go conserve and medium. Going to have to. Cairoli's on low fuel. Should be able to see it out still. Let's go to Sato's up in 14th. And he could be taking 13th from Meri soon. Yanni recently went into the pit, so he's going to be fine. We're not going to get anywhere near him. And we're about to go to the final lap. We are going conserve for now on the tyres because, well, I need to. We're not doing that with Cairoli, but he's so far behind it doesn't really fucking matter. Now, we have the excess. So, now is the time. Let's go attack and high. I'm going to keep an eye on his fuel. We'll definitely keep an eye on his fuel. I just want him to really... We've got final lap. We're going to be worn tyres. I don't really fucking care. Estray's out of fuel. He's ahead of us, but he's going to be so far ahead of us, it's not going to make a difference. Hopefully, saying that, Estray is 10th. 12th. Yeah, we go past Estray. Lovely. That's a cheap, easy 3 point. He says, as he runs out of fuel. Because I didn't keep an eye on the fuel. Still, 15th place, we get a point. It's better than a kick to the bollocks, but what a shit race from us. Dear Lord, what a shit race from us. And Book, I had a feeling he was going to come and bite me on the arse in this race. Yeah, and he did. He did. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. One of those things. One of those things. I just realised the time as well. I'm going to be streaming in a minute, so need to pull the finger out on this one. Need to pull the finger out on this one. We'll have a look, see what happens though. At the end of this, see if we get in, like, if there's any illegal parts, maybe, you never know, there might be some illegal parts about, we might gain some positions out of it. Let's just continue on. Gonna save it, scrutineering, all that jazz, all fun, all good. No rules broken for us, no rules broken for anyone else, so drive-through penalty received, that knocks us about 10 seconds back. So we could have been, we would have been outside, but still. Never mind, alright, so we do get a point. Not the best race by any means, we're down in 11th. Boss man's going to be very pissed off. But it's fine. It's fine. It's the first race. Teething problems. The fact that the other engine was so fucked is annoying. Why was that half the ability of the... Because it wasn't. They were the same engine. They were the same engine last year, and they were better than that. Oh, pardon me, it's the part reset, isn't it? I forgot about the part reset thing. But our Mark's ability has like a big tank, and we did lose money there. Fuck, we're not going to get an £810,000 a week sponsor, put it that way. But the engine has been built. The engine has been built, so we're going to go ahead and attach that more or less fucking straight away. Yes. And we're going to be improving that straight away too. Right, anyway, guys, I think actually what we're going to do is call the end of the episode here because I've just seen what the time is. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I'll be live tonight on Twitch. If you're watching this within the first few hours of this video going live, I'll be on Twitch from 8 PM BST for about 3 or 4 hours. You're more than welcome to join me. There'll be a link in the description below. If you want to join my Discord, there'll be a link in the description below as well. And I will see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.